I was a massive nerd in school. I played the piano. Even though I spoke multiple languages, I still learned German by scratch. In Germany, I majored in physics. Oh my god! And now I'm doing my master's in medical physics. This is not to sound like an asshole, I just really want you to know that I know what I'm talking about. The techniques I'm about to show you, they come from this book, Make It Stick, which tremendously changed my view on studying. It took me years to understand how to study, but I hope this video will take you a few minutes just to comprehend everything I learned. And this can be applied for literally any study, even things you need to practice on, like playing an instrument or even doing some math. If you understand these 2 points, you'll understand how everything works, and why at the end the following techniques work. Deliberate practice. You know what's a waste of time? Anything opposite of deliberate practice. Reading over your notes, waste of time. Summarizing your notes, feels super productive, right? Yeah, but it's such a waste of time. Deliberate practice is slow. Your brain will be tired after thinking so much. That is what actually makes you learn. And I actually talked about this in my piano video. Learning feels very slow. You feel dumb. But this is the best way. Repetition. This is a graph of the forgetting curve. After you come out of the class, this is how much you retain after one day. Not that much. We remember less than half of what we originally learned. But let's imagine the next day you revise the material. Again, this could be anything, practicing a piano piece, learning a language, or studying for exams. When you recall all the information that you knew and forgot, we start forgetting again. But we do end up remembering more. Throughout the days, if we repeat this a few more times, we remember much more. Forgetting is always present, but it's starting to stick to your brain. And now that you learned these 2 fundamental topics, I'm going to divide you into 2 groups. And group 1 is where you have a lot of memorization to do, like medical students or learning a new language. And group 2 is where you have a lot of practicing, like math exercises or any kind of instrument. And for group 1, since you have a lot of memorization to do, you really have to test yourself. And there's no better way than using flashcards. I'm using this technique right now and when I was learning German. After every class, I would take the time to write questions for myself, which I would then later on test myself. And this is really deliberately practicing. Point number 1. Point number 2 is repetition, where I would repeat these questions over and over again, so I would really fix in my head. With these 2 points, deliberate practice and repetition, I would really learn a lot. And even though if you don't have that much memorization to do, like practicing a piano, video editing, or doing a lot of math exercises, then you really have to challenge yourself. For example, in piano, you cannot just repeat the easy parts where they sound nice. You have to go through the hard ones and really get your head into it, really grinding your way. And that's really deliberate practicing. Just repeating the easy parts or the parts you're comfortable with, it's not really good because you're not learning much. It sounds nice, it's very comfortable for your brain, but you're not learning much. The same goes to math exercises. They really require your head to think for new solutions and understand these new pathways instead of just doing the exercises I was comfortable with. The more uncomfortable you are, the more you learn. So I hope you understand that this deliberate practice and repetition are really the best ways to study.